So, cameras, travel, and life. This video, I'm gonna be answering some questions that you guys asked me on Instagram, just about cameras, about traveling and all that, and kind of just some questions about life. So that being said, let's just hop right into these questions and get going. All right, so first question we have is best tip for beginner photographers. If I could give one piece of advice to anybody who is absolutely new to photography, and really just any photographers in general, is it's just to shoot as much as possible. Shooting as much as possible is gonna do a few things for you. It's gonna allow you to get better a lot faster. You're gonna realize what you like to shoot and what you don't like to shoot, and you're gonna find your editing style way faster. And as kind of with everything, but especially with photography, practice really does make perfect. Next up, we have what is my favorite film stock? I actually have a few favorite film stocks, but I'm gonna tell you some of my more like pricier ones I really like and some more budget friendly. So I hate to be basic, but I gotta throw Portrait 400 in there. Portrait 400 is just, you know, the classic do-it-all kind of film. Along with Portrait 400, I also like Cinestill 800T. I love getting the halation on that. And then for a more budget-friendly option, I love using Kodak Ultramax 400. And as someone knowing that I'm most likely gonna edit my scans when I get them back, I don't see the film stock as like an absolute necessity, like between Ultramax 400 and Portrait 400, because I know I'm probably gonna adjust it anyways. So if I am gonna be shooting a lot of film, I will just go with Ultramax just to save a few dollars on that. What was your most used camera/film combo of 24, big dog? So my most used film and camera combo of last year is gonna be the Olympus Super Zoom right here. If you've been following me, you know this is my favorite camera ever created, and I will die on that hill. And my most used film is honestly probably Ultramax. Like when I went to Yosemite, I ripped about 4 rolls of that, and then that's just something I always kind of just try to keep on hand. Just because it's cheap, I kind of know what I'm gonna get out of it, and I know I can use it in a lot of different situations. What's your favorite place you've been to in the last year? Honestly, if I had to pick, I would probably say Yosemite. If you've been to Yosemite, you know how crazy it is in person compared to the photos you see online. I went there last September with some buddies, and we were there for, I wanna say 3 nights, maybe 4 nights, I can't quite remember. But we caught crazy sunrises, crazy sunsets. I shot 5 rolls of film in 3 or 4 days, which is a new personal record for myself. Typically, I don't shoot as much film that fast, so it was really fun to kind of get out of my comfort zone and kind of really focus on shooting film as opposed to digital. All right, next up we got best moment you felt you never truly got to capture on lens. As soon as I saw this question, my mind immediately went back to this one thing I saw. Okay, so it's 2021. I had just quit my job at the pizza place that I was working at, and I was on a 30-day road trip by myself. On this road trip, I went over 3,000 miles. I went through like 9 or 10 different states, I think. And this scene that I'm thinking of happened when I was in Nevada. So this is actually my first time I'd ever experienced Nevada, ever really even been in Nevada at all. And I was driving through the middle of nowhere for what felt like hours. Basically, it was just a flat road with just mountains all on the side. And there was this crazy storm that rolled through, and somehow like the storm clouds were still like up in the sky and kind of on the horizon, but on the very bottom of the horizon, it was clear. So the way the light was just coming through and hitting the mountains and the clouds was absolutely insane. At that time, where I was on the road and kind of where I was mentally and just on the trip, I didn't really have an opportunity to pull off and take photos, but that is a moment I still think about all the time. How do you select the best shots that you will edit and which photos to delete? I struggle with this. So that is another great question. So this might sound weird to some of you, but my editing process and selection process of the photos I'm going to edit is super fast, and I honestly don't like taking a lot of time to do it. I know everyone kind of has their own way that they go through that entire process, but the kind of the way I work is if I don't do something like when I'm editing and selecting, like if I don't just like know right off the bat that I'm gonna like that photo, I most likely might not import it. And then when it comes to editing, if I take more than 10-15 minutes on a photo, I'll stop editing it and just come back and re-edit it again. I do this because I know if I spend any more time than that, I'm not gonna like it. And sometimes I'll even go back to the same photo and re-edit it like 5, 6, 7, even 8 different times before what you see online. How do you enjoy your life and balance your work? Is it better before you became a photographer? So honestly, I am absolutely terrible at the work-life balance type thing. I'm the type of person that where like if I'm not working constantly or have something I should be doing or could be doing, like I feel like I am wasting my time and kind of like I'm not doing enough or like doing what I should be doing. I know that's probably obviously not necessarily the best mentality to have, and that is something I'm trying to get better at this year, is just kind of giving myself that work-life balance and kind of just giving myself some grace and just some time to reset and recharge. What's the best film camera to start out with? Honestly, I think for film, it's kind of whatever camera you can get your hands on that you know is gonna work properly and allow you to practice shooting on film. Like for some, that might just be the point and shoot. And for others, it might just be a fully manual film camera. It kind of just depends on what you are wanting to do. Like if you really wanna do a deep dive on it, or if you kind of just wanna use film as a fun, creative outlet. And in that instance, I would say just use a point and shoot. What settings do you use for your phone camera? So believe it or not, when I am using the camera on my phone, I just use the regular camera app right there. And then if I do anything, I might just hit the little, hit the screen so that yellow box pops up, and I might just drag the exposure slider down a little bit. But other than that, I don't do anything crazy or special. And last but not least, how often do you travel for photography? Honestly, I don't travel nearly as much as it may appear online, just given the photos I post and kind of like the different various locations. I would like to try to get out and shoot at least once a week this year. Sometimes I can go a few weeks without shooting at all, and then other times I might shoot multiple times in the same week. And I would love to go on some more extended trips this year as well. But luckily, I've gone on enough trips in the past that I kind of have a nice archive and backlog of photos that allow me to continue posting consistently online. All right, that is gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was super fun for me just to answer your questions and kind of just, you know, give you guys a good insight on kind of what I think about some things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.